Today we're going to be talking about the second trimester update. They call the second trimester the honeymoon period. I'm not sure my second trimester started with the honeymoon period. It started with the nausea slightly trailing off. I talked about this in the press a few weeks ago. I was in New York and I threw up on the Long Island Expressway next to a homeless man. And then when I went to get crackers inside of the gas station after throwing up, I almost threw up again because of the smell in the gas station. So that was the beginning of my honeymoon period. Yes, it's definitely much better. I'm definitely not as sick. I have a ton more energy. I think the first trimester was so hard, just to get my mind around, okay, holy shit, I'm having another baby. I'm having 3 babies under 4 years old. And I think that took a second to really set in. And also, I think being so tired and just everything happening at once and being so sick, I definitely have much more of, okay, I can do this attitude. We're doing this. We're on a mission. I'm back being the captain of the ship. I feel like he or she is coming out of me. I feel, and I'll call the doctor. I did it on baby number 1. I did it on baby number 2. I walked into a pharmacy in New York and the woman who had not seen me in 2 years, she was like, "Are you pregnant again? Are you going to ask me about that pulling thing?" I'm like, yes, I am. So I actually went to the doctor the other day unannounced because I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm having this baby. And they said to me, it's only because A, it's really starting to grow and you're having a growth spurt, and B, you're on baby number 3. So everything feels like it's gonna fall out of you. This is behind the scenes of behind the scenes. So this is what happens. I have a big white lab. His name is Dookie. And this is Scarlett. Say hi. Do you wanna say hi? She has like a death stare. We kind of like have this thing where we're like, what is she thinking? She can be manipulative too. We call her spicy and grumpy sometimes. You're my grumpy cat, right? Hi, Dookie. Duke is 7. He just had a little cancer scare. We had a little tumor taken off his leg. We're going to the oncologist this week. He came with my husband. I inherited him. And my husband inherited 2 Yorkshire Terriers who are really old and really sweet. And he's very needy. Right, Dookie? Exactly, but we love you. We just started planning the nursery. We're about to find out what we're having. We thought we could keep it a secret. We can never keep it a secret. We kind of know the middle name. If we're having a boy, it's been named Jack and the Beanstalk by my son Brooks. If we're having a girl, I like all these girl names that my husband doesn't love. He's like, oh, excuse me. But we'll convince him. We always convince him. Just like if you have like a partner who you're like not like, you know, getting anywhere with your names, just keep nagging. Just keep saying it over and over and over, and then finally they'll just relinquish. They'll just give up. I'm definitely more hungry. I'm a pretty controlled person, I feel like, and I have no control. Like I can eat like 17 crackers as opposed to eating 1. I have to have hot chocolate every single night, no matter what, some type of chocolate. It's definitely been something where like I can tell, oh my God, I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? You have that where you just can't stop. I haven't been working out as much because I've been having, you know, some pains down there, and some like the growing and stretching of my belly has definitely been causing a lot of uncomfortability. And so I kind of let up with the running and the cardio and the exercise, which I think for me is kind of hard, but at the same time, I really want to listen to my body. I think that's the best advice I can give moms. Like if you feel something's wrong or you just don't feel good, don't feel guilty. Like take that time off or lay down or sit down. Or I will tell you the biggest thing in the second trimester is the breathlessness. Like I feel like I'm talking fast, and I always talk a little fast anyway, but I'm always out of breath. Like I'll like walk upstairs or like I'll walk to the mailbox and I'm like, I am constantly out of breath. It's like the weirdest thing. I have a little trick for moms who still want to pretend they're in their jeans, because at the beginning of the day, you're in the jeans. They are buckled, they are zipped, they're slightly uncomfortable, but you know what? You can do this. Midday, you pop the button. By the end of the day, you've unzipped them. So I have a little trick, and I learned it during my first pregnancy because I didn't have anything, and literally I'm cutting circulation off for my baby. So you literally take like a hair rubber band or a rubber band, whatever you have, and you just go through the loop and you literally loop it around between, and I'm telling you, it like gives you this much room if you don't have the belly extender, and you still feel like you're in those jeans. So I think the best thing about the second trimester is that it's kicking, you feel it in your belly, you feel it in you feel it in your body. And I think that's the best thing about like the second trimester is that, okay, there's no going back. Like there's a real baby in your belly. I don't know, like at the weirdest moments when like, oh my God, is it kicking? Like, you have to do this whole like kick count and you start like kind of really becoming aware of it. And like I'll start to stress. I'm like, oh, it hasn't kicked. And then, oh, really? You're being funny. You're being funny. And then all of a sudden it'll just kick, and it'll kick when like you're having like a bad day or having like a bad moment and you're like, oh, I've got a little partner in crime with me. I've got another little partner in crime with me. But yeah, I think that's been like, I don't know, like everything's gonna be okay, I know moms, out there, you're going through different things, with trying to handle more kids, with working, with trying to be like, okay, can I even afford another baby? So I love hearing from you guys, your tips, your comments, and it's been really fun sharing my journey and my experience with you guys. I really enjoy it. So let me know your updates because I'll keep telling you mine.